The African National Congress in the Western Cape will finally hold its 9th Provincial Conference to elect new leadership. The ANC in the Western Cape is the only province that couldn't go into conference before the National Conference in Nasrec last year. It's expected to take place at the Cape Town International Convention Centre this weekend. Athi Mtongana is part of our team, just a stone throw away from that venue. She joins us now live. And Athi, I wonder if all those challenges, shall we call them, have been cleared to ensure that this conference does indeed take place.
Well, the ANC is going through a process of rebranding, as you know, reuniting its structures right from the branches to the regions. Now, you're correct, Ayanda, the Western Cape, the ANC, particularly in the Western Cape, is the only province that hasn't gone into conference. There were a lot of postponements even last year in the build-up to the national conference that took place in Nasrec. You might recall that many other provinces went into conference, but the ANC was the only one that could not make up that 70% threshold in order to host its provincial conference. Now, I need to remind you that it's been a tumultuous journey for the African National Congress here in the Western Cape since it was dethroned by the Democratic Alliance back in 2009. It's not been easy to really get its footprints and, its majority in some of its stronghold areas. Now, even in 2019, the internal squabbles, the dwindling support in the Western Cape really resulted in the NEC, that being the National Executive Committee, disbanding the Provincial Executive Committee, and they had been disbanded since 2019. And then an interim provincial committee, as you may know, was then appointed to steer ahead and pave the way for the ANC in the Western Cape. And so since then, they've been really relying on the IPC to make decisions and to try and rebuild and renew the party in the Western Cape. Now, what we're expecting from today, I end up is for media to get their accreditation, and obviously by 12 o'clock we're expecting their program, the program of the ANC at the Cape Town International Convention Centre to take place. This is where they will then elect new leaders. Now, it's interesting to hear some of the names that have been thrown in the public domain as those who are reportedly raising their hands to take up the seat of leadership in the Western Cape of the ANC. And one of those, you may know, is the former Hawks head Anwar Dramat as the secretary. That's what we are hearing from reports and sources. We're also hearing that the chairperson of the Section 194 committee in Parliament that is currently looking at the suspended public protector's fitness to hold office, is one of the people that are reportedly contesting the position of chairperson, as well as the ANC in the provincial legislature. The leader there, Cameron Dugmore, is also reportedly vying for the chairmanship of the ANC in the Western Cape. But the party said to us in the last press conference that they had that they will not be giving us names until, of course, their processes begin. And those processes, of course, will begin today well into the weekend until Sunday, when all is said and done for the ANC in the Western Cape.
Absolutely. Plenty to think about in the lead up to that conference. For now, Athi Mtongana, live just there from Cape Town. Thanks very much indeed.